Hello everyone, and welcome back to Motoverse Studio. I hope you're all having a wonderful day. Today, we have a 2-for-1 special. We'll be taking a look at the White Gundam along Char's Zaku. Both of these kits were released in December on the same day. And also, the reason for that is, they do go well together. Now, one of the reasons is because their structure is very similar to something that we've already built in this channel before. That being the Red Gundam, the Police Zaku, and the mass-produced Zaku. So, besides the color scheme and the stickers, we really don't expect to see anything new. Nevertheless, these are still two very exciting kits. So, let's go ahead and take a look at them. And we're going to get things started off with Char's Zaku. This is number 11. Another really cool art cover. Here we see Char's Zaku in the foreground and the mass-produced one in the background. In the Zaku version, their positions were swapped. Here are some side images. Pretty cool action poses with the heat hawk, the beam rifle, bazooka, the famous Char's Zaku kick. The gimmicks that we get with this kit: we get the bazooka, rifle, heat hawk, a set of closed hands, and one open hand. On the other side, we have a front and rear view. Next up, we have the White Gundam, the RX-78-02, and this one is number 12. I love the art cover here of the White Gundam. Here we can see this action pose that is kicking another mobile suit, but I don't know what it is. Could be another Police Zaku or just something else. Now, it is obvious that I prefer this version because of the classic colors. We have blue, red, yellow, and white, and that more closely resembles the classic Gundam. And also, it is because the different colors make the kit stand out more. Here we have the Red Gundam, of course, all in red. Still looks cool, but the White Gundam does stand out a bit more. Which one do you prefer? Let's take a look at some of the side images. Here we have some action poses. Nice shot of the White Gundam and the bazooka. Classic shot. Here are the gimmicks. We get the bazooka, a set of closed hands, one open hand, beam rifle, the shield, and 2 beam sabers. On the other side, we have the front and rear views. Now, let's go ahead and get this opened. We have 3 bags of runners for Char's Zaku. Our manual. Very cool illustration on the top half. A little summary. On the back is where we have all the cool action poses. Our color guide. For a kit that's mostly red, it does have a lot of colors. Next up, what's inside the White Gundam? Just like Char's Zaku, we also have 3 bags of runners here. Our White Gundam manual. Here we have the illustration, the summary, very cool action poses. And here they look really cool because they are panel lined and painted. Well, this one looks really cool. We definitely have to try and replicate this one. The color guide for the White Gundam. And here, if I'm not mistaken, these are going to be the same runners as the mass-produced Zaku. What I do like about the runners here are the color separation. And in person, you can actually see it a little bit better than the illustrations. You have the different shades of red, from light, medium to dark. What is going to be a little bit different are going to be the decals. For the White Gundam, just like Char's Zaku, this appears to be the same runners that are used for the Red Gundam. And here's our sticker sheet for the White Gundam. And this is another hint that the runners are the same as the Red Gundam, because we have the parts for the bits right here, even though the White Gundam had no bits. Also, we got this other sticker sheet with this little tiny Earth Federation sticker that you can hardly see. Now, if this is new to you and you're starting off your GQuuuuuuX kit with either the Char Zaku or the White Gundam, and you're interested in more information, you can check out my Zaku review here, or the Red Gundam review over here, where I do go into much more detail. And here is one of many, and then you're gonna do it here, 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 and then another one here. So I'll be back with that. And here it is with all the stickers on. And here we are, guys, with our fully built White Gundam and Char Zaku along with their gimmicks. Both of them have a bazooka. The White Gundam, of course, has its shield and the beam rifle. Char Zaku has a rifle and the heat hawk. Now, let's go ahead and take a closer look at them individually. Let's get started with Char Zaku. First thing to notice is that the color separation on the kit actually does look a lot better than how it is displayed on the art box. We can clearly see the different shades of reds. We have this really bright red here, darker medium red, dark red, almost burgundy, the lighter red, which is almost pink, and of course these areas that are in dark gray. As mentioned before, this kit comes with Char's bazooka, the rifle, and I think this is actually the same rifle that you get with the police Zaku and the mass-produced Zaku. Our heat hawk, and we get an extra close right hand. There are a couple decals that are included in this kit. One is right here on the bottom left side of the chest, one on the back that is really hard to see, the one right here on the shield which says "May victory be with us." Let's talk a little bit about the articulation. Head-wise, we're not really going to get much. Just this. A bit side to side, but not really much. Up and down is almost non-existent. Of course, you do have a movable mono eye. Arms really can't extend much because the shoulders get in the way. The legs, surprisingly, as bulky as they look, they do have a pretty good range of motion. Ankle-wise, up and down, not too bad. A little bit of side to side, which is pretty good. A little bit of range on the waist. As mentioned again and again, the Char Zaku kit is basically a copy of the mass-produced Zaku, which is a copy of the police Zaku. The only one out of all three that has anything different would be the police Zaku. Again, because of the sirens and the smaller shield. It is pretty cool seeing them all next to each other. Overall, is this a worth the kit to get? Absolutely. It is Char Zaku after all. Now, if you could only get your hands on one Zaku, which one would it be? Now, something really cool that I just noticed. On the Char Zaku, this line right here is scribed in, and on the Zaku, it is covered by this sticker. And there is no sticker for Char Zaku, so it is visible. The arms are the same. They have the insert as the police Zaku for the smaller shield. Regardless, this is a still really cool looking kit, and one that I still do highly recommend. Moving on to the White Gundam. It comes with its classic shield, which is pretty cool. However, I actually kind of don't like these gray areas right here. I think it actually looks better if it's just all red. We have the bazooka, nicely detailed. The beam rifle, and I actually like this beam rifle. I really like the design, and it is nicely detailed as well. And our extra close hand. Not a bad kit, and because of the color separation, you can actually appreciate the different sections compared to the single overall color of the Red Gundam. And of course, the classic look is just iconic. The most detailed part about this kit is actually the head. It comes with a lot of parts, and even though it's mostly white, you can actually see a lot of that detail right here. And just imagine, once this is panel lined, all of that detail will really show. The range of motion on the White Gundam is actually pretty good. Because it has a slim frame, it is actually a lot more flexible. Also, there's no skirt to get in the way when doing those high kicks. Same in the opposite direction. Knees bend a little bit above 90 degrees. Very nice waist and hip motion. You can see the back arch a little bit. And even though it's just a little bit, that actually makes a big difference when it comes to certain poses. All the joints on the White Gundam do feel very sturdy, so nothing here feels loose. When it comes to the articulation on the ankle, this is actually pretty nice. Side to side, we do get a little bit of that. And here we have the Red Gundam next to it. And this is just to confirm that they are identical. Now, them being identical is not a big issue, since it is the same Gundam, and when Char took over, it got painted in his colors. And then eventually, it got modified to have the bits as well. On a side note, one of the issues that I had with the Red Gundam was that the color separation was a bit too hard to tell. And we can see that it was done a little bit better on Char Zaku. And because the White Zaku uses the same body parts as the Red Gundam, you can actually equip the bits to it. And we can see that right here. You could go ahead and mix and match if you have both kits. Looks a little weird, but still cool. Final thoughts, both of these kits were really fun to build, even if it feels like I've already built both of them before. Once completed, it is really satisfying seeing them side by side. I had a lot of fun putting them against each other in all these really cool different action poses, so do enjoy them. Let me know if you're thinking of getting them, or whether you already have them, and what are your thoughts on them. Until then, enjoy the rest of the video, take care, and I'll see you in the next one.